Hello and welcome. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some Rajas of India for Crusader Kings 2. So this is March 25th, 2014. The game has just come out. Everything about it is amazing, and I'm very excited to play this. You'll see here we have new content available for purchase, but there's nothing to click because I've already bought it all. So we have all of the music, we have all of the graphics packs, the sprites, all that stuff. So if you don't have it yourself, you'll be able to experience it through my Let's Play. I make sure that I have all that stuff just so that you guys can enjoy it. So when we load into the game, we notice that it looks fairly similar at the start, but it is so much bigger. We have all of India now. It's about 50% larger than vanilla CK2 was when it first came out. We have 3 new playable religions. We've got Jain, Buddhist, and Hindu, and a huge number of increased provinces. There's something like 300 plus provinces added to the game. So definitely wants to play as an Indian character, I think. And the one that we're going to probably try first is, I guess, let's see. Jain are the more peaceful. They have no access to holy wars, so you cannot do a world conquest easily with Jain. I imagine there'd be lots of fabricated claims and lots of claims wars, that kind of thing, because you cannot access the holy war casus belli. Hindu, on the other hand, can casus belli, holy war casus belli, anything. They can just attack anyone willy-nilly, just because they want to. Kind of like most of the other religions, like Muslims and Catholics. Buddhists, on the other hand, they have limited access to it. So, in all cases, though, each of the 3 have full rights to do conquest casus belli against any one of the Indian religions. So they can all attack each other. There's just some limitations on whether they can attack outward or not. So I imagine this will be a hot spot of turmoil for the beginning of the game. And we'll probably start off, I guess, as a Hindu, if possible, because I like to attack people. I think it's fun. Let's try to pick like a weak count character that has the Hindu religion. So Hindu's kind of the underdog, I'd say. It seems like in the start. Buddhists get a bonus to their learning score, and Jains get a bonus to their domain limit. So if you like playing with a big, huge, large personal domain, Jain would probably be for you. Let's see. Why don't we take Marzoban Shamshir? Is he good? He's good. He's 33. Sounds good. Let's just do it. I like starting off as a one province minor, so to speak, as a count, And so we have, my apologies, we have 2 provinces. That's okay. We'll survive. So right away, what I noticed, this is my very first playthrough. I have not spent any time playing the actual game. I looked at some of the new interface type stuff and made sure that the keyboard shortcuts mod was up to date and all that kind of stuff. But other than that, I have not experienced it yet. We've got new building designs, which is cool. It's a minor thing, but I love when they do stuff like that. Apparently we are able to build war elephant pens. We get 6 whole war elephants. That is amazing. Special units is what they're called now. Apparently our martial score is not very good, so we don't get any. I would love to know what the actual war elephants do. Does anyone have war elephants yet? Probably not. I imagine that we're in the year 867, so. Okay, so we also have a new UI for playing as an Indian. We've got like the brickish brown background. That's kind of cool. And so let's talk about some of the in-game features that are really important with this expansion. First off, we'll talk about the religions. Hindu. So the defining features in-game. There is no religious head. Caste traits matter greatly. So what they're talking about here is that there are 3 different castes. There are the Brahmin, which is the Indian caste of priests and scholars, highest in the caste hierarchy. There are the, let's try to find someone who's second yet. There we go. The Kshatriya, which is the caste of warriors and kings, second in the caste hierarchy. And then we have the Vaishya, which is the caste of traders and artisans, third in the caste hierarchy. So with Buddhists, or sorry, we're not Buddhist, are we? What are we? We are Hindu. Sorry. With Hindus, it's very important that you marry properly. You have to marry either into your caste, or I think you can marry up. I think if you're like second caste, you can marry into the first caste, and that's okay. But if you marry down, you will piss off everyone. It's a big, big deal. We can declare subjugation wars on all Indian religions. We can raid neighboring counties of other faiths. We can declare regular holy wars against non-Indian religions, and it's hard to convert Jain and Buddhist counties. So, very interesting. Let's go take a look at the Buddhists. These fellas have learning +4. So this guy Has a base learning of 9, but because he is Buddhist, he automatically picks up 4 learning. And there is still no religious head. Caste traits don't matter. They can marry whoever they want. So this is the one religious group out of the Indians that can marry any caste. Buddhists get their hefty learning bonus. They can declare subjugation wars. Again, all Indians can attack each other. And they have limited holy wars against non-Indian religions. I have not yet experienced how it's limited, but we'll just have to believe that it's limited. It is also hard to convert Jain and Hindu counties. And we can designate any valid offspring as the heir. So kind of like a republic where you have a decision, it's a minor title I believe, that you can just give to a character and just choose them as your heir. Or it might show up under the this thing here, like elective succession type thing. And then finally we have the Jain, who again have no religious head. Caste traits do not matter. Did we already look at Jain? Was he Jain? No, he was Buddhist. Oh. Okay. There is no religious head. They cannot declare a war, holy wars, so caste traits don't matter to 2 of the religious. I thought that 3 of them. There were a couple of different versions of it, but they can subjugate other Indian religions, much lower chance of provincial revolts, large bonuses to all vassal opinions. I believe it's plus 30. Leader is Liege's Jain, plus 30. Yep, huge bonus. And rulers can hold a large domain, and they can designate any valid offspring as heir. So this fella here has a domain limit of 9, which is amazing considering it's the year 867. And if you were to hover over his thing here, the bonus is just a flat 3 extra spots. 3 extra personal domain. So what else is new? We have the new special units, like we saw, the war elephants. We have new terrain types. We've got jungle and that kind of stuff. Plains, desert, that's all normal. Without further ado, I think we should just dive in and play the game. So let's choose an ambition. First we need a haircut. Here we go. That looks sweet. Our heir is our liege, Shah Kalar of Shahi Shadam. So he is where? Alright, so we are a vassal underneath Shahi. And he is right up against the Samanid dynasty and the Safarid dynasty. And they're Muslims. They're quite large and probably dangerous. Actually, one of them is apparently Zoroastrian. Are you Zoroastrian? No, you're not. You're Sunni. I thought so. You are also Sunni as well. Okay. So as far as our ambition goes, let's pick one. We have become a paragon of enlightenment. We strive to improve our karma and become enlightened, an inspiration to all of his faith. So this is equivalent to becoming a paragon of virtue. Notice how they've changed it from piety to karma. This is now, you can rename that very easily in the game now. Become king of Punjab. Gain 1,000 prestige if we become the king. It allows us to have unlimited use of the subjugation casus belli within the kingdom. And that de jure kingdom is here. So this fella has the kingdom of what? Afghanistan? Yeah. So he's the king of this area, but somehow he has got himself over here. So we could try to break free and become the king within this. And because we are a count and he is a king, we could create a duchy. We could create the Duchy of Lahore, although apparently there is somebody right now who owns it. This fella. Okay. Ah, we are supposed to be beneath him, but he is part of this huge kingdom. Interesting. So we would have to first usurp it, and in order to do that we would need to have at least... Cannot usurp the sole primary title off a ruler of another religion who still holds lands within it. That is a change I remember reading in the patch notes. The sole primary title. We would have to attack him over it then. Interesting. However, what we could do is we could attack into this duchy and then become the Duke of that, and then use that to then vault ourselves up to the level of king and then subjugate that guy. So that's probably going to be the plan. First off, I think we should just take the ambition to get married. We'll gain 10 karma if we get married, etc. Now we do have to be very careful about this. We are in the Brahmin caste, so it's very important. We must marry a Brahmin. I'm hoping that I pronounced that properly. And they're all Punjabi. We are Punjabi, okay. Naturally, I'm going to be pronouncing everything wrong. It just goes without saying. There are not very many wives to choose from. I think we probably want to pick a Hindu, like us. And we need to look for the little symbol that looks like a priest guy. There are none. Awesome. That's not good. Well, let's see if we can utilize... Is there still a button? Present a debutante. Maybe that'll work. A courtier named Ramo. Ramo was the wrong cast. Interesting. We might have to just hold off on getting married until we actually have access to her. To the right woman. Because that is not good. Change religious branch. A person following any of the Indian religions may convert from one branch of their religion to another. So once per lifetime we can switch to another branch. We can also hold a tiger hunt. That sounds fun. Choose a patron deity. Yeah. A Diwali festival. And search for a guru. We need 300 prestige to do that. Well, let's go on a tiger hunt, see if we can get some prestige. You've decided to organize a tiger hunt. You will invite your vassals to enjoy this occasion with you. We only have a couple vassals. We have a few mayors and things. Pujari of Dipalpur. Alright, let's get things organized the way that I like. Like low opinion on top so that I can see who's wrong. Ruler is wrong caste. What are you talking about? So because I'm a different caste than you, you're upset with me? It is the Indian caste of warriors and kings. Oh, is it because I'm not in the second caste that it's mad at me? You're mad at me for that reason. Interesting. Okay. Ruler is wrong caste. Yeah, we are considered to be a ruler. We should be the second branch. Well, why don't we, I don't know. I don't know how bad it would really be to marry the second caste. Let's do it. We'll marry the wrong caste, even though we're not supposed to. We know that. We'll do it by... So, Kshatriya. Got an ambitious one here, but she's a Vaishya, so we can't do that. How about we go with... I want someone who's got some good stewardship, because we're over our domain limit right now. Even though we have Gavelkind succession, which is really bad. I guess we go with her. She's the second caste. She's got good averaged out stats. She's a little upset with us. We'll lose 100 prestige because she's just a courtier, but we'll do it. We'll go up to speed 3 for now. We're going to get so many people mad at us for marrying the wrong caste. Alright, the hunters and their respective entourages have gathered at the hunting camp. Retainers are available to see your every need, and soldiers will be useful both for guarding the camp and for flushing out any tigers. Watch, we're going to get killed by tigers. It's going to be glorious. We've been married. So we can pick up 50 prestige or 11 gold. I think we need the prestige because we took a 50-point loss. And yes, our vassals are even more upset with us now because we are married to the wrong caste. Oh well, you know, I mean, hopefully our kids will come out the second caste and then maybe that will get rid of that penalty for... Oh, you know what it might be? Is that, okay, so our vassal priest is happy with us. Because he is that caste. Okay. So like to like. He's happy with us for that reason. I still feel like it makes sense if we're going to have a feudal realm that we would want to have the second caste as our chosen caste so that all of our various counts and things will like us. I don't care if the priests don't like us. That just probably goes without saying. The hunting party moves through the jungle. You are hoping luck will find you a tiger to kill. Suddenly there is movement in the underbrush and a large tiger springs out, roaring fiercely. It attacks the hunting party, but soldiers immediately move to attack it and they kill it with their spears. Good. Success. We win. We got him. A most successful hunt. A slain tiger means luck for the realm and everyone heads home with new optimism. 20 prestige and we get a successful hunt. Alright. That lasts for not very long. 6 months or so. What do we want to do next? We can choose a patron deity. I think we should do that. There are 3 gods of the Trimurti, the Great Trinity. Perhaps I should choose one of them as my patron deity. Fair Shiva with his trident. All-powerful crowned Vishnu. Or mighty Brahma, he of 4 faces. There are other powerful deities as well. Interesting. So this kind of lets us swing our character in a particular direction. We're quite diplomatic, which is okay, but stewardship would be nice. We don't have any option to increase stewardship. I'd actually prefer to increase martial, though, because I just think that that would be better. Marshall is good. What can we do now? Try to become the king. Try to have a son. I want to prove my martial ability because we need the most domain limit possible. Why don't we consider attacking our next door neighbor? We don't have a valid casus belli. That's unfortunate. We could attack our liege over independence or depose liege. We could attack nobody really. I mean, we would have to attack the king himself if we wanted to take on one of those little counts. Interesting that we're not allowed to attack our next door neighbor. We would probably need to take the become a king ambition. We'll go up to maximum feudal levies because that just makes sense. Ooh, I like the color of that teal. Looks nice. Oh, and then something else that's new is we got this relations page. We've got friends, rivals, marriage ties, lovers. Like, there's just a whole page now devoted to that kind of stuff, which is really cool. And then family, we can see a more extended family page. So children, siblings, it's just not all consolidated on one tab. Got vassals, allies, court, okay. And got the threats page. Anything else that's new? Start a faction. Little crown law. Nah. Religion. Modifier to all units and holdings controlled by this religion, morale of armies plus 0.3. That's actually very significant, and it didn't say anything about that in the religious description. What about your religious modifier? See what I mean? How it doesn't say that here. Oh well. Game over if we die. Hopefully our wife likes to make children. She's not very happy with me. That's not going to prevent us from having fun, right? Please? You lowborn gal? Apparently there's an independence faction. We could join it. You know, if we became independent, that would be bad. What's happening right now? You are being attacked. The Holy War for Kabulistan. That's not good. So our liege is about to lose his duchy. And if this war ends successfully, then he will lose the entire duchy there. Because it's for all of his personal holdings. Which means that he would end up taking territory randomly from one of his other vassals in order to stay in power. So it might actually be better. Let's go ahead and join the faction. And hopefully it fires. Oh, what just happened? Oh, it was gone and then it came back apparently. Strange. It would be better if we had actually been the faction leader because we could fire the faction right now. Should we go on another tiger hunt? I wanna search for a guru. We need 300 prestige for that. Become Kshatriya caste. Changing caste is traditionally not possible, however, for a determined ruler who is willing to pay the price in gifts and bribes as well as the risk of the ire of Hindu society, even the impossible might be achieved. And after a generation or so, who knows, people might even forget that his family weren't always Kshatriya. A person of high learning will impress more, and thus have a lower cost in gold for the whole process. So we could force ourselves to become the second caste. Which is interesting. Our liege is obviously going to lose, so I'm expecting that this faction will fire the second that this updates and it shows that he has no troops. Yeah, fire. Fire the faction. Go ahead and fire it. And nope, he just lost. And he took some of our territory. You bastard! Of all the territory for you to take, why would you take my province? I'm very disappointed in you. I have a strong claim. I'm very disappointed in him. That is upsetting. He took my steward, too. We'll take the guy that likes us. And we should have had these guys training troops and stuff in the first place. Why don't we improve diplomatic relations with our own courts? We will study technology in, probably can't... Oh, look at that! Diplomatic range! Hey, that's new. So you can't send them to Ireland anymore. Now you have a range available. It doesn't say that they're out of range. It just won't let you do it. Okay. Well, I guess in that case we will scheme in the capital then. And we will improve religious relations with somebody. That sounds good. You stink! Why'd you take my territory, man? We're totally gonna have to declare war on you. I think we will. Let's just declare war on him. You have no troops. Independence, depose liege. We don't really want independence. I really do just want my land back, please. With all 190 of my troops. May your years be short and miserable. This is a formal declaration of war. Cool. So, this guy has now decided to try to make me his vassal because I declared war. Which means we might want to declare into, you know, get out of this war, actually. Hey, white peace? I was just kidding. It's totally a joke. I'm serious. No, we can use that pop-up. That's fine. So he probably actually has, like, righteous imprisonment on us now. So things might go poorly. But we're not going to get consumed by that guy, because he would actually just take the territory from us. But this is a really rough start. This is going to be hard. How are we going to get some power now that we just have a single province? I guess we'll find out soon. I'm going to take a break here. I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, everyone. See you soon.